Assalamu alaikum everyone. We are presenting our presentation on impacts of water pollution on the environment of public health. Our group includes myself Nusrat, Sadia Fuznoksi, Shitria Bishas Tisha and Suraya Hussain Fami. So, what is water pollution? Water is a very important resource for every one of us and every living being. And but recently, water pollution has become a major concern for our environment and also our ecosystem, as it is affecting our livelihood continuously. Sources of water pollution. In this case, industry is the main cause of water pollution. These industries include distillery industry, tanner industry, pulp industry, paper industry, and many more. Also, acceleration of urbanization, agriculture, and also damage of sewage treatment and facilities is also source of pollution. Different types of pollutant are decreased from this secreted from this type of source of water pollution. Various toxic chemicals include organic, inorganic substances, toxic solvent, volatile organic chemicals, and these are mostly released from industrial production. If these wastes are released into aquatic ecosystem without adequate treatment, they will cause water pollution. Arsenic, cadmium, chromium are vital pollutants that are discharged into wastewater. So, why are you so concerned with water? Because clean water and safe water is very important. It is one of the basic rights of human. The impact of water purification equipment on water quality and therefore human health. When a proportion of household water is treated with water purification equipment, the risk of health reduces from 100 to 90%, and our health expectancy or life expectancy increases. For human health impact of water pollution, many case studies were carried out. According to WHO report, the survey shows that 80% of the world disease and 50% of the child health is affected by the poor drinking water quality, and from due to the lack of proper water management and sanitation services, cholera and diarrhea and many other gastro diseases are affecting human population. And for water pollution and diarrhea, it is evident that diarrhea is the leading cause of illness and death in young children in low income countries. For example, in southern region of Brazil, a study found that the factors significantly associated with an increased risk of mortality from diarrhea included lack of plumbed water. First, for water pollution and the relation to skin disease, there is a major chance that the swimmers or the people who usually swim in different water bodies face major skin problems. A study of arsenic affected villages in southern Sindh province of Pakistan emphasized that skin diseases were caused by excessive water quality that includes excessive arsenic in water. The types and amount of carcinogens present in drinking water will vary depending on where they enter, like contamination of water source or water treatment process, or where the water is delivered to users. And for environmental impact, it is very important because we see different impacts like eutrophication, plastic ingestion, bioaccumulation, acidification, and loss of entire species. These are all connected to the hampering our ecosystem. And due to eutrophication of plastic ingestion, many species is going extinct. So this was still my part, and for the next part I would like to hand over to my team member Nokshi.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Sadia Afrujunokshi. Now I will discuss about some cases or crises related to water pollution and freshwater scarcity. Firstly, Flint water crisis, which lasted from 2014 to 2019. A city of Michigan named Flint, which authorities switched its water supply from Lake Huron to the Flint River to save money. The Flint River water was more corrosive than the Lake Huron water, which caused lead from aging pipes to leach into the drinking water, and water quality testing was not conducted properly, leading to underestimation of lead levels in the water. Elevated levels of lead are found in the blood of many Flint residents, especially children and old aged member, leading to long-term health problems including developmental issues, neurological disorder, skin rashes, respiratory problems, and legionnaires, etc. etc. Where tens of thousands of Flint residents are exposed to dangerous levels of lead, and outbreaks of legionnaire disease killed at least 12 people and skinned dozens more. Crisis emphasized disproportionate impact on disadvantaged communities, means that the crisis highlighted how certain groups of people, particularly those who are already marginalized or disadvantaged or poor, are more severely affected compared to others in the context of Flint water crisis. Now let's discuss about our most familiar river, Ganges, in our periphery. The Ganges, also known as the Ganga, is a lifeline for millions of people in India, serving as a source of water for drinking, agriculture, industry, or religious rituals. Rapid industrialization, urbanization, population growth, and inadequate sewage treatment infrastructure have contributed to the pollution of the river water decades. Industries along the Ganges discharge untreated or inadequately treated effluents into the river, which contain harmful chemicals and heavy metals. Also, many cities and towns along Ganges lack proper sewage treatment facilities. Raw sewage containing pathogens, microorganisms, contaminants, which directly discharge into the river. And some of religious practices, rituals such as disposal of human ashes into the Ganges River, which are integral part of Hindu culture, they contribute to the pollution when not managed sustainably. And pesticides, fertilizers, and other agricultural contaminants wash into the rivers. Then the Indian government has launched various initiatives such as Namami Gange program or Ganges pollution treatment program to clean and rejuvenate the Ganges. Implementing advanced sewage treatment technologies, building wastewater treatment plants, and enforcing strict regulations on industrial pollution can decline the pollution level in Ganges. Now we will explore the significant effects of some water pollutants. First, chemical pollutants. We all know that chemical pollutants can hamper our water body's ecosystem and human health. Chemical pollutants can be either heavy metals, pesticides, which can pose threat to environment and human well-being. Heavy metals such as lead, mercury, cadmium, and arsenic originate from industrial practices, mining activities, and agricultural runoff. Consumption of contaminated water can result in both acute and chronic health disease. These health issues include neurological disorder, organ damage, developmental abnormalities, and increased risk of cancer. We are going to discuss now we are going to discuss about the biological pollutants or microbiological pollutants. Microorganisms on water can hamper the water quality, which pose a threat to human health. Microorganisms are responsible for causing gastrointestinal illness, diarrhea, various infections, etc., etc. in human or other organism which ingested through contaminated water. Human health concerns, excessive bacterial or algal growth due to microbial contamination can disrupt aquatic ecosystem. Implementation of water treatment processes like chlorination, filtration, UV treatment to remove biological contaminants are now taken to improve the water quality. And improvement of sanitation infrastructure and wastewater management practices to prevent contamination of water sources. Uh, Now we will discuss about thermal pollution. Thermal pollution means water temperature increase, which impact the natural thermal equilibrium of water of aquatic ecosystem. Thermal pollution can alter water chemistry, dissolve oxygen level, and which decrease water quality. Sudden temperature changes can disrupt the habitats of aquatic organisms, which lead to stress, displacement, mortality, and other health issues. We reduce the reducing level of oxygen level in water, which make difficult for fish and other aquatic organisms to breathe, and them after affect which affect nutrient cycling processes such as decomposition rates and nutrient availability. Restoration efforts may be necessary to mitigate the long-term impacts of thermal pollution and water body.
Assalamualaikum, this is Chitria Biswas Tisha. Now I will present the following part. Regulatory framework are the legal mechanisms that exist on the national and international level. Many national and international agencies like EPA, FAO, BWA monitor water quality standards regularly. So now the question arises, what is water quality standards? Water quality standards are the provisions of state, territorial, authorized tribal or federal law which are approved by EPA. This is the description of the desired conditions of the water body. Water quality standards mainly consist of three core components. They are designated uses criteria and anti-degradation requirements. Designated uses includes protection of fish and wildlife, recreation, public drinking water supply, and agricultural purposes. States, territories, and authorized tribes adopt water quality criteria to protect designated uses of water body. And the third one is anti-degradation requirements. Anti-degradation requirements provide a framework for maintaining and protecting water quality that has already been achieved. The role of agencies. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agencies implements all the rules of water quality standards. Um, Food Agriculture Organization monitors SDG 6.4 on water stress and efficiency. BWA integrates water resource management of the country, and Executive Committee of the National Water Resource Council is the principal water regulator as per Water Act. Water Resource Planning Organization is the secretariat to the ECNWRC. We categorize water quality governance elements into three main groups. They are standardization, enforcement, and mitigation and protection. Each element represents a set of different quality which can connected to other elements. Monitoring and assessment. Now the question arises: what is water quality monitoring? Water quality monitoring allows identification and quantification of polluting substance, which can compared to the acceptable standard for each location. There are many methods which are used for water quality testing. There are CDOM monitoring, chlorophyll fluorescence analysis, pH and KH monitoring, conductivity, salinity, and TDS monitoring. Many advanced water quality monitoring methods also used, which includes remote sensing, satellite imagery, earth observation, and smart sensors. There are many sources which pollutes water regularly. These includes urbanization, deforestation, industrial effluent, social and religious pesticides, detergents and fertilizers, agricultural runoff. We can control water pollution in various ways. We can treat sewage before discharge. We can also use water hyacinth method. We can also use precipitation, ion exchange, reverse osmosis, and coagulation. However, we can spread education among community level. Many international efforts and success. IHP under UNESCO was established to improve water quality. IIWQ under UNESCO was established to meet the urgent need to improve water quality. GWII was established to meet wastewater pollution worldwide. The World Water Council is an international organization which promotes political awareness. UNEP helps countries which protect and restore fresh water. There are many examples. The next part will be presented by Suraj and Fahina.
Here I am going to discuss economic implications and future outlook of water pollution. Now, along with health and environmental impacts, water pollution implies a great impact on economy. Economic growth and water pollution are intrinsically linked. Declining water quality can impact the economy in various ways. Impacts can be found in health sector where labor productivity can be affected, in agriculture where the quality of quantity of food produced can be reduced, and also in tourism in aquaculture, real estate, etc. The US Environmental Protection Agency defines four main sectors for the most devastating economic fallout from water pollution. Those are cost of treating drinking water, losses of tourism, damage to commercial fishing and shellfish harvest, lower real estate values. Then, a relationship can be made between development indicators and pollution trends using multiple linear regression method. By this method, water pollution index can be hypothesized to indicate water quality as a function of per capita GDP, international trade and pollution. The equation is given here where gamma indicates water pollution index and the beta indicates coefficients of the explanatory variables. The justification of using this statistical method is that it allows to see how water pollution is affected by economic development activities as well as population, and also the interactive effects between population and economic activities. Now the future outlook. Simulations predict a water pollution crisis by the end of the century. The 2018 edition of the United Nations World Water Development Report stated that nearly 6 billion people will suffer from clean water scarcity by 2050. Another report shows up to 5.5 billion people worldwide could be exposed to polluted water by 21,000. This is the result of increasing demand for water, reduction of water resources, and increasing pollution of water, driven by dramatic pollution, population, and economic growth. Hence, future world would face some challenges such as climate change, population growth, emerging contaminants, water insecurity, threatening global economic growth, political instability. Here, this graph shows global water quality issues in accordance with time. Here we can see uh, which time uh, which time century faces which challenges mainly, and here we can see that recent years faces most difficulties. The human health and economic impacts are also higher in recent years. To outpace these challenges, the future of water pollution control is geared towards integration of advanced technologies, rigorous policies, and comprehensive educational programs. These elements collectively aims to tackle existing challenges and anticipate future issues related to water pollution. So, upcoming technologies showcase a blend of innovation and efficiency. Developments in nanotechnology, bioremediation advances, and the application of artificial intelligence are poised to enhance the effectiveness of treatment processes. These technologies offer precision in detecting and removing pollutants, significantly reducing the environmental footprint of water treatment operations. Then, policy plays a critical role in shaping the future of water pollution control. Comprehensive legislation and regulatory measures are essential in setting standards. Future policies are expected to focus more on sustainable practices, pollution prevention, and the integration of green infrastructure in urban planning. Then, educating the next generation on water pollution prevention is fundamental to achieving long-term sustainability in water resource management. This approach ensures that future generations are well informed and motivated to participate in efforts to control water pollution. An example could be Water Guides Project, which is an initiative that engages students in monitoring local water bodies, teaching them about water quality parameters, pollution sources, and remediation strategies. So, after all this discussion, after all this discussion, we can say that water pollution has dynamic impacts in ecosystem public health. Awareness, innovation, and collaboration are ways to mitigate these effects. Understanding source and types of pollutants are also essential. Again, a nation's economy can also get hampered by this pollution, and if this situation continues, a vast population will face difficulties in future in scarcity of clean water. Here are the references of our presentation. Thank you everyone for your patience.
If this video seems helpful to you, please like and subscribe Earth Detective, and also visit our YouTube channel where we upload lots of videos based on earth science. We also organized the videos in playlist based on topics. Feel free to explore and suggest us what you want to learn from us. You can also check description for links of our social media website for resources, a PowerPoint file and further discussion. Thanks for watching.